What's up and welcome to the Way Out Gaming. In this video I'm going to be talking about Intel. It looks like Intel might be making new 6-core CPUs with Coffee Lake architecture. It looks like they're going to be making a i7 8700K, and it's said to be running at 3.7 gigahertz frequency, hyper threaded with 12 threads. And they've recently launched i9 7800X, and the i7 8700K is going to be like a lower TDP. It's going to be 95 watts instead of the 140 watts. So at this point, I'm thinking that they're pretty much just throwing stuff at the wall, trying to get something to stick or whatever. They know that they came out with the i9s and people really didn't like the i9s to see where they was coming from or wherever. They were too hot or whatever. They're trying to get some other stuff to stick at the wall, on the wall now. So they're going to come out with more stuff. They're also coming out with a 9K SKU too. It's just an 8700 i7, and that one will be clocked at 3.2 gigahertz base frequency. Then they're supposedly or reportedly, so this is rumor at this point right now, there are going to be some i5 6 cores too, and it looks like it's going to be a i5 8600K, and it's going to have 6 cores too. It's going to be clocked at 3.6 gigahertz, the same as the i7 8700K with the 95 watt TDP. And then they are allegedly supposed to have a i5 8400, a regular 8400 coming out, not a K SKU, with a core clock of about 2.8 gigahertz and a TDP of 65 watts. And I guess that's supposed to go against the Ryzen 5. I don't really, like I said, at this point I don't really know what they're doing. I think to me this seems like the most CPUs they put out. It seemed like Ryzen came out and they kind of caught them off guard, and they just started throwing stuff at the wall like, okay, we gonna see what stick now. I don't know, but it seemed like they trying to push out a lot of stuff to stay on top or gain a little market share that they lost back. And then the next up, it looks like they're gonna have also a 6-core mobile chip too, 9 multi-threaded Coffee Lake variant. Is supposed to be 2.0 gigahertz, a 45 watt TDP. And then it's reports too that they're going to have a Coffee Lake U quad core processor with a 28 watt TDP, and that would be the first quad core CPU from the Intel's U series. I guess, I don't know. Like I said, they're trying to see what sticks right now. So they making first they making first out here, trying to see what stick. And those are going to be for their notebooks. I mean, so like I said, they're coming out because I guess since AMD is able to put theirs into notebooks, like the R3s series. I think they're supposed to be able to put those in notebooks and everything else like that. So Intel is getting in on it. Well, actually, AMD to me they've been for the longest they've been making more notebook CPUs than regular CPUs. Because when I first heard about AMD, I know when I first started hearing about AMD, because I wasn't a real big like computer guy. I was like a shoe guy and console gamer and everything else like that. They were mostly in the notebooks or the laptops that I was thinking about getting. I was looking into. I didn't really see a lot of Intel ones. I seen a lot of AMD ones. So AMD been in the laptop notebook game heavily for years. So yeah, that's pretty much that or whatever. But in other news, it looks like Atari has came out and showed pictures of their ATARIBOX that they've been talking about, or they showed a teaser about after E3, and it looks like it's going to be something like Nintendo Classic and the NES Classic. I mean, the NES Classic, Nintendo's NES Classic, and the Sega Classic systems or whatever. But is going to be able to play newer titles too. I don't exactly know what that means. I don't know if it's going to be able to play like newer titles running off of Steam, because I didn't see a actual CD drive in there. So I don't know if they're going to be able to play like newer games like off of Steam, because they did say it was based on a computer. It was based on computer technology or whatever. So I don't know if they're going to be able to play like Steam, or if it's going to be able to like play like mobile games on top of the old Atari classic games and stuff like that. That has yet to be seen or heard of. Basically, they just said it was going to be able to play their old games and some newer games. That's pretty much all they said. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.